Hello, everybody. We're live on YouTube. We're also live in the Zoom session. Welcome, everyone, to another one of our live streams here at Learn to Draw Manga. It's another free workshop, you guys. This time, we're going to be making two-page mangas with our coach for today, right? But before I get ahead of myself, welcome everyone. I want to do like a quick sound off in chat. Where are you guys watching from? What time is it over there? I'd love to know. For me, it's currently like 8 in the morning, so it's really early for me. How about you guys? All right, for Alvin, it's 8 p.m. in NY. I'm guessing you mean New York. Hi, Alvin. Um, for Maggie, it's 8 p.m. in Vermont. Hi, Maggie. Nadwif. Welcome, Nadwif. I think I recognize you, Nadwif, from a previous workshop. Welcome. Thank you for joining another one of our sessions today. And it's 3 a.m. for Nadwif. Thank you so much for joining so late. Say, South African, and it's 2 a.m. for them. Welcome, Say. Um, TLG, Joel. Hopefully, I hope you won't mind if I just call you Joe. Hi, Joel. It's midnight for Joel over at Ivory Coast. Hi, Joel. Thank you so much for joining us so late. Who else? Warren, 2 a.m. Hello, Warren. Jacob, it's 1 a.m. for Jacob in England. Hello, Jacob. And it's also 1 a.m. for Rach in England. Welcome so much, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. And yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy to see a lot of people joining us for today's session. And thank you so much for signing up in the first place, right? The fact that you even found our session today, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, right? Let me know, by the way, if this is your first time joining one of our sessions. I'd love to know because I already know some people who are repeat participants, but I'd love to know the people who are just joining us for the first time. And if you have, thank you so much for finding our channel and finding our event. And if you haven't, by the way, some of you in the chat, if you haven't, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. We just hit 100K subscribers and we're on a bit of a high from hitting 100K. So for those of you who've already subscribed and helped us hit 100K, thank you so much. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? Right? We just released our latest video on the channel. It's all about sorry, what was the last video we put up? Yes, it's all about how to make manga titles and how to come up with good manga titles for your manga. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure to check that out after the session today. I don't know, it might be something you're interested in, right? So yeah, just a real quick, I want to congratulate you guys for even taking the time to come today, right? Taking the time out of your weekend to come make manga with us. And the fact that you guys are here and took time to learn with fellow aspiring mangakas means you're ready to take the first step to actually making more progress towards your manga goals, whatever they may be, right? So consider that a big win. Just want to give you guys a round of applause in chat. All right. So can I see some clap emojis in chat because you all deserve it? Give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back, right? So don't be shy. Congrats everyone. Thank you so much for being here. All right. And also everyone on YouTube as well. Just drop some clapping emojis or some confetti in chat just to celebrate, right? Thank you guys so much for being here. All right. So that said, you guys, I have a couple of questions for you. Could you raise your hand if you've been trying to make your own manga for years but don't have anything to show for it? Or raise your hand if you've spent months, maybe even years or decades trying to write your story, develop your characters, and perfect your storytelling, and yet you still don't have a single chapter finished. And raise your hand if you've been trying to figure all this out by yourself and you don't even know if what you're doing is right. Let me know if you've ever experienced any of this at any point, then raise your hand. I want to know. All right, we have, okay, I think most people A couple of people, sorry, a couple of people have raised their hands. We have a lot of hands in YouTube as well. All right, everyone is saying me. All right, so for those of you who've raised your hand, or if you're too shy to raise your hand, that's fine. Um, this is a safe space, you guys. This is a judgment-free zone. And as you can see from your fellow participants in chat, right? They've experienced the same struggles as you have, right? So for you, I have some good news for you because you're in the right workshop and you're in the right place at the right time. And we're here to finally start making manga if you haven't already, right? And if you have started making manga, we're here to help guide you towards the right direction, what you could do to improve your manga even further, right? And again, today we're going to be making manga together with our coach from our program. But before I bring in our coach for today, I want to know, are you guys excited? Just type, I'm excited in chat. I'd love to know how everyone is feeling. Is everyone feeling ready? Are you guys excited for today's session? I'd love to know just to um warm up the chat for our coach before I bring him in, right? All right, a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are excited even over on YouTube. I'm glad. I'm relieved. I mean, I guess that's the whole point of you guys being here in the first place. So of course you guys are excited, right? So yes, thank you so much for um letting us know. All right. So a couple of reminders before we get into it. This is a hands-on workshop. So please prepare your pen, paper, drawing tablet, and drawing software ready. And please make sure you have your two-page manga drawing template ready. If you don't have it prepared, we'll send the link in chat. So if you're drawing digitally, then we do have a digital template that you could use. So if you would like that template, just let us know in chat and we'll send it through the Zoom chat, right? And if you're drawing traditionally, please prepare like two papers, right? Um and just arrange them side by side because we are going to be drawing a two-page manga, so that means drawing in a two-page spread layout, right? So everyone, you're in for something very special today because the manga techniques we're about to teach you are the same techniques used by pro mangakas in our program. And we've worked with amazing manga artists like Nao Yazawa and Renesaya these past couple of years in our program. Yazawa Sensei is the creator behind Wedding Peach. It's a manga that actually got turned into an anime way back when. And we're also working with Renesaya, who's also published their manga and gotten to work with publishers like Shogakukan and she's collabed on how to draw manga books over the years. And together they have over 50 years of combined experience in the Japanese manga industry. And they've done it all. You know, they've won contests, they've gotten published, and they've also taught beginner students in Japan how to draw manga. And they know what they're doing, you guys. These are veterans, all right? And we also have other mentors in our program. We have pro webtoon artist Steph Pastrano, who's started out on social media as a fan artist of popular shonen series. And now he's already a lead artist of an ongoing webtoon and is working on his own doujinshi. And we also have pro manga editor Vivi, who has had 10 years of experience in the industry. And she's worked with the editorial teams for titles like Record of Ragnarok and Unsung Cinderella. And she's worked with companies like Coamix. Coamix is the organizer behind the Silent Manga Edition. And she's also worked with companies like Kadokawa, which is the publisher behind titles like Bungo Stray Dogs and Lucky Star, if you're familiar with those titles. So yeah, Vivi is our latest addition to the program, and she's helped so much just being able to give feedback to our students from an editor's perspective. And yeah, she has helped a lot of foreign mangakas get their one-shots published in Japan, right? And in the last 3 years, we worked with over 400 beginner anime and manga artists. And I just want to share a couple of their progress, right? So we have our student Garrett, who has made such amazing progress in just 2 months, right? These These are the yonkomas that Garrett, here on the right, these are the yonkomas that Garrett made. One of his very first yonkomas that he's ever made. And these are some of his more recent yonkomas here on the left, right? His line work has improved so much. His scenes has improved so much as well, and he's incorporated more backgrounds into his scenes as well, really leveling up the composition and the dynamism of his scenes, right? So Garrett has been such a great presence in the program. And we also have our student Joe. Joe is actually someone who, before joining the program, he actually stopped drawing for 5 years. He never, be before he took a break, he was so passionate about making manga, but life got in the way and he ended up just not drawing anything at all for a good 5 years before joining our program again. And once he did join our program, it really reignited his passion for creation again. It really reignited his passion for storytelling again. And in just 1 month, he's already improved so much from just drawing storyboards to finally um doing more proper inking, right? So, and given the fact that he is just trying to get back into things after 5 years of doing nothing at all, I mean, it's such an inspiration, like seeing him just finding his love for manga again, you know? And we also have our amazing student Courtney, who joined us back in 2024. And back then, she already had some drawing experience. I mean, she knew how to draw, but she never made a manga before. So, when she joined us, she just really wanted to learn how to improve her storytelling and actually improve her paneling, improve her storyboarding skills, especially. So since then, she's already completed her first one shot, and this is just a snippet of her first one shot here on the left. This is from January of this year. And massive improvement, right? So much more dynamic. Inking is so much cool, so much more professional looking. And this is after like sessions and sessions of constant revisions and constant back and forth with our mentors trying to get her manga to where it is now, right? So yeah, a lot of effort has been put into just 1 year of work for Courtney, and she's managed to make so much progress in just 1 year, right? All right. So also, you guys, aside from our students getting mentorship from our professionals in the program, if you do join the program, for some of our most committed and high performing students in our program, you could get a chance to go to Japan on an all expense paid trip and attend Comitia, a top indie manga convention in Tokyo. And there you could pitch your manga directly to Japanese publishers and editors. And you could also publish your manga in our official Learn to Draw manga anthology. Our anthology is something that we've that's been in the works for a while now, and we thought, hey, we have a lot of great students in our program. Why don't we like compile some of their works in an anthology and share it with our subscribers, people who don't have the means to like join the program at this time, right? So we're already putting together an anthology, and if you join, you still have time to join. If you want to join the program, then you could get a chance to be included in our upcoming anthology as well. All right. So now we're here to take you to the next level and help you create a manga that you can be proud of, and make sure to stay until the end for the live critique and Q&A to figure out how you can work with pro mangaka editors and make your manga dream a reality. Right. And if you have any questions for me, or if you have any questions for our coach for today, you could also save it for the Q&A later. All right. And for those of you who are going to be critiqued today, we're going to be choosing random students to critique and give feedback to today. So for those of you who do get chosen, right, we'll be asking you some questions. So please make sure that you have your microphones ready to answer our questions. Or if you're not comfortable with speaking into your mic, then we will accept just um, you answering our questions via chat, right? So, before we get into it, you guys remember this is not a contest, so don't feel bad if your work isn't chosen for today's session. We only have a limited amount of time for today, and since we only have a limited amount of time, we can only give feedback to a few people, right? And at the end of the day, we're doing this to learn from each other and grow together as mangakas. But so if you don't get chosen, you can still learn from the other submissions that get to be reviewed today. All right. So without further ado, are you guys ready? Type I'm ready in chat. I'm going to be bringing in our coach real quick. But before that, are you guys ready? Just type I'm ready in chat. I want to make sure that you guys are settled in, you guys are locked in, and you're focused and you're ready to focus on today's session. All right. So just type I'm ready in chat. All right. All right, everyone is ready. Coach Rafi. Hello, Coach Rafi. Could you introduce yourself real quick?
Okay, hi everyone. So I am Coach Rafi, one of your student success coaches here at Learn to Draw Manga. So a little bit about me is I grew up in a family of artists. So ever since I could remember, I've been drawing. Okay, hi everyone. So I can see your chat. Ever since then, I have dabbled in like traditional art, digital illustrations, as well as graphic design. And also, I used to be a teacher, so like my whole background, I'm basically a jack of all trades at this point. But like, it's nice to meet all of you, and I think we're ready to get started. So I can see everybody's chatting. I'm ready. Okay. So I'm glad everybody's excited. I'm excited too. I hope I can see your works real soon. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, I hope everybody's ready to create their own two-page manga spread. Okay, so later on, I'll be sending in a template to anyone who wants it. Okay, so for today's workshop, we're going to talk about what a two-page manga spread is. Okay, so as you know, mangas are read from left to right. Oh, right to left, sorry, top to bottom, and then your eyes tracks across the page, similar to an S curve. And then also pages come in sets of two, called a spread, which is what we're going to do today. Okay, and then readers should be able to immediately know which panel is next in the sequence. So as we mentioned, the reading or reading direction is like similar to an S curve. So you can see here, okay, we're going from this panel to this panel and then to the last one. Okay, and then parts of the spread are also corresponds to the Kisho Tenketsu structure. So if you are wondering what's a Kisho Tenketsu structure, so it's like a Japanese story structure. Okay, so key stands for introduction. So it sets up the scene or introduces the character in our spread. And then we have show, the development. So builds up on the situation introduced in the key. And next we have 10. So the climax. So it introduces a peak, twist, or an unexpected turn of events. And lastly, of course, we have the ketsu or the conclusion. So it wraps up the story, often with a humorous or surprising ending. So here we have an example from Yoga no na Yuta. Okay, from here in the first panel, you can see the introduction. So we have an establishing shot of where the story is set. Okay, so it's clearly set in the first panel. So we know where we are, okay? And then next panel, we get a development. We are introduced to like a character, one of the characters. And then the third panel, okay, so this is like the twist. Okay, and after the 10 or the twist or climax, we have the conclusion at the last part. Okay, so it gets to have the biggest panel for the conclusion. Okay, so I hope everybody has catched what Kisho Tenketsu is so that you can take note of it later on to make your own spread. Okay, next. Okay, so these are like examples of works of our students. So let's take a look at how our student practice their skill in a two-page manga spread. Okay, so notice how they follow the Kishu Tenketsu flow that we explained earlier. So this one was created by our student Yuan. So here we have multiple panels, unlike the first one that I showed you, but it still follows the Kishu Tenketsu structure over here. So if you observe, so here in the first panel, I am afraid I have bad news for you. So we are setting the story, like introducing what is happening, and then we go forward and we have the development, and then we have the twist over here and the conclusion. So another one from our students, right? So hopefully everybody has touched everything they need to know because now it's time or it's your turn to make a two-page manga. Okay. So are you ready? So is everybody ready to make their own? Okay. Everybody's in and ready. Okay. So before that, let me tell you what we are going to do. So you are going to create a storyboard for a two-page manga based on the script in the next slides. Okay, you will have 30 minutes to finish this exercise. So if you think 30 minutes is too a little, don't worry. You are just going to create a storyboard. Storyboards are supposed to be rough. Okay, it's rough in a way that you can still make lots of edits and make it like the until the final product so that you don't have to struggle with like uh beautiful storyboard and you have to like erase everything again just to improve it. That's why storyboards are rough. So don't worry if it's so super rough. That's what storyboards are. So 30 minutes for you guys. Okay, I hope that's enough. Okay, now for our script. Oh, wait, rules first, I mean. Okay, wait, I'm too excited. I'm too excited. Sorry. Okay, so for our rules, so of course, this is going to be from right to left. Okay, so the plot of the story has to end within 2 pages only, and then it must follow the Kiisho Tenketsu structure. Okay, and then third must be read from right to left, and then the panels must flow from the S flow that we do for the reading pattern, and then the inking and the sound effects are optional. If only you have time, okay, you can add them. Okay. And then number 6, submit them in a spread, meaning 2 page in one image, side by side in our chat so that I can see or I can pick from the submissions that we have. Okay. Now going into the script. So instead of like a simple prompt or like a 2-word prompt, this time we have a script. Okay, so for our script, so you're just going to follow this one and then you don't have to faithfully follow like the dialogue. You can add in more. Depends on like your creativity. So you can add in more. And then, but just please follow this script. Okay, the story flow for this one. So this will be your guiding script for the whole 2-page manga spread. Okay, and then okay, so these are like examples from our students as well with the same script. So this one is from our student Aki. So they added a bit more dialogue for this one. And then okay, they put their own flair with creating their 2-page manga with the script, as well as this one from our student Courtney. So also with the same script. Okay, so you can really see how different our creative juices flow so with just these examples. Okay, so I hope everybody is ready because I will be setting up the timer. Okay, but I think before that, let me send in the 2-page spread template in chat so that anyone who wants to use it can use it. So go ahead. Okay, and then for our traditional artists, please prepare two pieces of paper as well. Okay, and then when you take a picture of it, please leave it in like a two-page spread so that when I put it in my program, I can read it clearly. Okay, no confusions there. All right. So before I set up the timer, I want to know, are you ready? Is everybody ready? Type in ready if you are so that I know if everything is clear. Okay, ready. Okay, I'm glad everybody's ready. Okay, everybody's excited. Now let's set the timer in three, two, and one. There we go. Everybody, you may start. Okay, I don't know how to draw. It's okay. You can start off with like looking for references, okay, for the poses that you want. So there's no shame in using references as well. Okay. All right. So everybody, yes, of course, of course. So even like the pros use references. We even asked this to our senseis. They also said that no shame in using references. Everybody uses references, right? Okay, so that's totally fine. Even I right now, when I'm drawing, when I don't, I'm stumped with what to do. So I look for references as well. Okay, let me move the music. Okay, I hope I'm still audible with the music on.
All right. So the timer's already started, Coach Rafi. Coach Rafi, how do you feel about this script? Do you feel like it would be easy or it would be difficult to plan into a two-page spread? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think this will be quite easy since since we already have a script. So they are
Yeah.
just to like think of the scenes that they want to do. Okay, and I feel like this script is really fun too and a bit humorous towards the end. How about you, Candace? Do you think they can do this in 30 minutes?
I mean, if it given that it's just a storyboard and you just need a rough storyboard, you guys, for storyboards, if you guys aren't familiar with how storyboards are made in the manga industry, storyboards, some mangakas, there's no one correct way to make your storyboards. Some mangakas make really, really rough storyboards, as in it's just um dialogue and even stick characters,
True,
right?
true.
Ju- because the whole point of the storyboard is really just to block your scenes. But for today's session, I would like suggest a bit more detail from you guys just so we can differentiate between character A and character B. Because for this manga that you guys are going to be making today, it's just two characters for the entire scene. So there needs to be descriptors to differentiate between character A and character B. So just that level of detail in your characters, I think it would be enough. And also plotting out the speech bubbles for your dialogue is also important just so we can plot out a clear reading flow through your pages, right? So be particular about how you plot out your speech bubbles, right? You don't just put your speech bubbles anywhere. It has to make sense. Like, okay, my readers start reading at this point in the page. Where should my next speech bubble be to make sure that we follow that right to left reading flow and top to bottom reading flow, right? So that's something that you also have to keep in mind. But given all that, I think 30 minutes should be enough because again, it's just a storyboard.
Yeah.
So I think you guys sh since you already have the story beats here on screen, right?
Okay.
Your job is to really just present at the best way, what you feel is the best way to present this scene, right? So, as you've seen from our students, there are different interpretations of how to present the scene, right? You can, there's no There's no requirement to how many panels that you want to add to your 2 pages. But the most important thing is to make sure that you present a really easy to read spread, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, just don't overthink it. Just and make sure that it's easy to read and it's easily understandable.
True. Like for I've seen this from students a lot. Like the speech bubbles are often like they do this like it's an underrated detail for like manga panels because they don't think too much of the speech bubbles, but actually it's so important. So I see this mistake a lot. So guys, take note of this. Speech bubbles are important, their placement, as well as like the spacing that you put in them. It affects the readability of your mangas as well. So please take note of that while you're doing your mangas. So sometimes we take the speech bubbles for granted, just because we just say, oh, it's just speech bubbles, it's just giving context, but it's not. It will help with the readability or like the direction or the reading flow of your manga spread. So please be careful with your speech bubbles. So I'm going to see later who has taken note of this one. Okay, I'm really excited to see your works. All right. Okay.
I am curious to know, is this anyone's first time actually making manga today? Anyone in chat, is this your first time making manga? If it is, let me know.
Ooh, we do have one. Wow, we have a
Oh.
lot.
Oh. Jennifer, I recall you being in previous workshops though, but I can't recall if it was a Yonkoma workshop. So, Jennifer, is this really your first time, Jennifer? Even after joining so many sessions with us?
Oh, Yonko.
Ah, Yonkoma, okay.
So for 2 page, this is the first. Okay,
Yeah, all right.
pressure is on. Okay, so we do have a few that has made a few comics. So Austin here said, I made some small comics, but this is my first time into making manga. Oh, okay, okay. Really excited to see your work. Ooh, we have a lot of like traditional artists here. Okay, really nice. Oh, it's Angela's first time making manga too. Okay.
Hmm.
Alterique says it's his third time now.
Welcome again, Altry, by the way. I know Altry's joined a session with us before, so welcome. Thank you so much for being here again. And for our YouTube audience, it is okay to participate in the challenge. You can draw on your end, but um, we will not be giving feedback to the people who did not sign up and are just joining us via YouTube. All right. So even though you're not signed up and even though you're not in the Zoom session, you can still draw along with us, right? It's good practice.
Yeah, true. And like working in a time limit, it's
Mm,
great practice, honestly. Even like with gesture drawings, you usually time yourself with how fast you can draw a gesture. So
mm.
that's a good practice for like speed and then your workflow as well. So that's why we put in timers, everyone. It's not to pressure you or anything. Okay, so who said this? Okay, I don't think I can read your name correct. So if I can't make it in time, can I present 2 page manga that created? Although it's not according to the script, I need feedback for it. Okay, we are going to give like feedback to random students. So I cannot guarantee if I can give
Hmm.
feedback to that one. So let's see. All
Yeah,
right.
and to respect everyone else's time today as well, for the fel other students who put in the time to actually make the two-page manga according to the rules and the um rules that we've set, and that one of the rules that we've set is to follow the script, right? So to respect everyone else who follows the rules. We will be prioritizing the people who
Yeah.
submit the correct submissions, right? So we will any other mangas outside of the challenge that we're presenting today are not a priority, unfortunately. Okay? So even we will be accepting submissions that are unfinished, even, right? So if you can't manage to finish like your two-page spread in time, which I doubt, right? Perhaps maybe you can just manage to finish up to like the second to the last panel, or up until um you leave the second page unfinished, perhaps, right? So after these 30 minutes, I do know that you guys can make some progress on your storyboard, and whatever that progress is, you can submit it, right? Even if you feel like it's not done per se. All right?
True.
Another question from Pookie. Pookie, hi Pookie from YouTube. Do I need to be over 18 to sign up to the workshops? Yes, you need to be over 18. And for LA Rat, you can sign up to our events whenever we announce them. So we announced this two-page workshop, I think, last week, and we released the sign up link last week over in our community tab. So make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you get updated on our latest announcements for our upcoming events, right? We have events like this every weekend. So,
Yeah, Tudors was asking if you can add dialogue. Yes, please. You can add dialogue that's not in the script. So you can add in extra details, whichever you think fits the scene. Okay, from the story that we have. Left to right. Let's see. Are you doing it in traditional altering? Oh, okay, okay. I kind of get it. Yeah, sure, for now, since we do have a time limit. Okay. Okay, question. Would this format be different for webtoons or can be can be applied? Or can you clarify your question? Gaming with twins? Are you asking if you're allowed to do a webtoon format for this one?
if you're asking if you can do a webtoon format, no.
No, I was referencing if this format can also be used for webtoons. Oh, the
Ah,
left right to left. Is that what you mean? I think for webtoon, it's usually left to right, right, Candace?
Yeah, it is. So no, it can't be applied to webtoons.
Mm-hmm.
And also webtoons aren't a page flip
Yeah,
type format. Webtoons are one
scrolling.
long continuous scroll. So the conventions and the rules are vastly different. So,
Yeah, and like some webtoons too don't have that much paneling either. It's more like bigger illustrations for a webtoon.
mm-mm.
Mhm.
All right, you guys have 15 minutes. How is
Yeah.
everyone coming along? Like, where are you at right now with 15 minutes on the clock? Where are you guys at? We'd love a progress update if you have time.
Last page, wow, so fast. Okay, so we can do this in 30 minutes, Felica. Okay, first page, you can do this. Okay, we're cheering you on. Okay, just getting to the last page, pretty rough due to erasures. That's okay. So we'll be accepting those works as well. And then also you'll have time to like explain what is going on with their manga. Okay, so you can do that later. If it's unfinished, that's okay too. I had some issues with the program I just started 5 minutes ago. Okay, I hope it goes well. Okay, let us know how it goes. You have like 13 minutes to go.
How about everyone else? We only got a couple of updates. How about everyone else in the session? Where are you guys at?
Done already. Wow. Okay. Still on page one. That's okay. Other than messing up the reading format, I'm doing okay. Okay, just got the second page. Okay, okay. Good luck, everyone. Less than halfway. Okay, that's a good progress, everyone. Just watching for now. Okay, maybe next time, right? You'll be joining us.
Some people on YouTube are already at the Ketsu part.
Wow.
Congrats, you guys.
Okay. So everybody's working fast.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay. You forgot dialogues. Okay, you still have time to add it in. Okay, just make sure you have enough space for them. I don't know how to navigate Zoom. Okay. What do you need help with Zoom right now? Justin? True, true. Even I get challenged with speed sometimes. Oh, taking pictures? Like screenshots for Zoom?
For Ernest, I think
Oh,
just pace yourself, right? If this is the first time you've ever, I'm not sure if you mean the first time you've ever drawn or the first time that you're speed drawing on a time limit. But I guess what I would tell you is to prioritize telling a comprehensive story. That's what's most important, right? You don't have to make it look fancy or look polished. Just make sure you tell a complete story in just 2 pages. That's all. That's what you need to prioritize for sure. So that means, I mean, if it means Putting in less detail in your characters, that's fine. And also we have some people on YouTube who say that their hands are hurting. I mean, Coach Rafi, what would be your suggestion for people who get like hand cramps?
Oh, sometimes when I get hand cramps, I just rest. But like they have 30 minutes time limit, so I don't think they have that leeway to rest their hands. Or sometimes I just shake it for a bit and then
Mhm.
get back to drawing, especially when I'm like on a deadline, so I have to finish it today. So I just draw through the pain. Just kidding. But yeah, rest is also good. So after you're done, please rest your hands, do stretches as well. Okay, so sometimes stretching before drawing helps also to warm up your muscles as well. That's also good. Okay, last page. Wow, you just already on your last page. Okay, somebody already sent in their work. Let me see.
We have less than 10 minutes. Ah. At this point, Coach Rafi, where do you think the students should be at this point?
Probably around maybe 10 orketsu. So if you're like maybe less than 10 minutes. So either at the end of 10 or like doing the storyboards for 10 and then going into ketsu by now. So you can like divide your time with along with the Kyushu and ketsu structure that we have. Okay. Austin also done and then Maggie as well. Okay. Okay, those are sending in their work. Thank you. Okay. Let me just. Alice is also done. And also Hassan. Okay. You guys are fast.
Okay. It's nice to see that some people are already done at this point. That's cool.
True. I think the time limit was nothing to them because they like said it like even before the time is over. A lot of them are done.
Again, no pressure, you guys.
Some are even just chatting in our chat right now. Oh, you get a 1 and 30 minute break, so you're used to it. Okay. Just this done too.
Some of these submissions are really cute, you guys. I'm already reading through them.
Ooh. No, it's cute. What do you mean it's barely a storyboard? As long as you were able to plot out everything, it's still a storyboard. Super difficult with the time limit. True. Okay. It just helps us practice drawing um in a limited time. So especially when you're like a pro mangaka already and you have deadlines, so you have to um map out how long you'll be drawing on these pages or some sort. Ooh, okay. DJ almost sent his in. Okay, less than a few seconds, everyone. I hope the others who are still drawing can still send their work in. Okay, and the timer is up. Okay, so while I am setting up, so you can just, okay. Who else has not finished their two-page spread? So I know. Okay. Okay. Oh, someone's still sending in theirs. Okay. Okay. Do you guys do to the ones who are not yet finished, do you need like 10 more minutes? We can like make an extension for a bit. Okay, just let me know. Oh, they're sending it in. Okay. All right, all right. So, oh, to those who don't know how to send in the picture, so there's like buttons here at the bottom of the chat. So the third button, okay, so you can just click that and then from your computer or like from your tablet can insert in your storyboard. Okay, so I am looking through your submissions right now. So anyone who needs an extension, but okay. Alteri could use a 10 minutes more. Who else? Okay. Okay, Num Num too. Okay, maybe let's add in more 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes more. And then those who are done, you can just chat in with your classmates for today or us. If you have any questions too, you can type it in chat as well. Okay. So another 10 minutes for everyone. Okay. Yeah. I'll add more everyone. Don't worry. Of course, of course. I know 30 minutes is tough. Okay, so I get y'all. Sure, sure. Yeah, please take a break. That's what I said. You rest your hands if it hurts. It was quite a grind, isn't it? Okay, if I already send it, can I fix it now? Oh, sure. Yeah, if you can fix it, do a few fixes, you can. Okay, we still have 10 minutes. Okay, fun class. Never had to draw under so much pressure. Okay, is this the first time? Okay. If you are going to take this seriously, you'll have to get used to doing things under specific times. Okay, so if you want to make a career out of like being a mangaka as well. Okay, so Jacob was able to send in his. Ooh, oh yeah, Christian, you were able to send it in, so I am seeing it now. Okay, good, everyone. Okay, to those who are done, I have a question, just so we can chat. Okay, so what anime or manga are you like? Is your biggest inspiration for like what manga or anime made you want to make your own manga? Please type it in chat. I'm so curious right now because there's a lot of you. So a lot of you probably got inspired by different mangas or like anime. Okay, I'm glad to see. Oh, Ashley. Oh, Soul Eater. Oh my goodness, I love Soul Eater. Fumera Alchemist. Oh my goodness, done. Okay. Wow, Re:Zero. Okay, really interesting animes there. Okay. Oh, Ranma One Half and Fushigi Yugi, the OGs. Okay. It's an old man manga called Love Berries. Okay, I think I'm familiar with Love Berries, but I have to refresh my mind. I'll have to search it up again. But the name is familiar. Is it like a shoujo manga? If I am correct, not sure. Oh, I said it wrong. I'm so sorry. Okay. The Book of Jericho. It was made by an indie artist, but it's a fate-based shonen. Ooh, okay. Really curious. I might have to look some of this up. Okay, especially like Jericho, the indie. The one made by an indie artist. Oh, Beastars! We had like a whole discussion about the first chapter of Beastars here and Learn to Draw Manga. Really interesting. I was not familiar with Beastars before, and then like, oh, I didn't know Beastars was that interesting. Like the first chapter was full of mystery. Um, really got hooked, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll read this sometime, but I haven't had enough time yet to read it. Okay, maybe soon. Okay. Pearl Harbor Descent record. Oh, yay, Near Automata. Okay. Really love the graphics for that one. Even the story, really, really good. Okay. I would say the one that got me would be Future Diary. Wow, Future Diary. Okay, for drawing and pseudo harem. Okay, okay. So you like harem. Okay. Okay. And then Future Diary has good art. So good inspiration as well. Okay, not actually sure, but I enjoyed some like Jujutsu Kaisen, Buddy Daddies, and Zom 100. Oh, okay, okay. So I like a bit of like humor, so I can see that. No shoujo wait, was it not shoujo? Okay, I might have to look that up, but really, really curious. My mind is like manga pilled. I have read so much manga, but I'm not good with titles. So that's one thing about me. Okay, lots of childhood anime. I really like Buddy Fight. Ooh, not I do not know Buddy Fight. Okay, so I might have to look that up too. Okay, Jujutsu Kaisen and Gundam Wing. Wow, we have Red Zero again. Okay, let's go. Only watched the first season of Red Zero, and like one of our coaches, Coach Ren, told me I have to watch the rest of the seasons. Okay, I have not caught up with Red Zero ever since I watched the first season, so I might have to do that. Okay, they said it's really good. Wait, classroom assassination. That made me cry. I didn't even know it would make me cry. Okay, Kemono Jihen. Wait, I know the title, but I forgot what it looks like. Kemono Jihen. Oh, okay, okay. Also good art. Wow. Wait, Audrey, Alice in Borderlands. So, did you watch the live action with Kento Yamazaki? True. Works of Tatsuki Fujimoto are really inspire me. Okay. And Dan too. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Tatsuki Fujimoto. Like his stories are like really painful. But like the art and the paneling is so good. It's really cinematic. That's what I can say about Fujimoto's works. So I can really tell that he has watched a lot of movies. So if you're not aware, even mangakas like get inspired by movies like their paneling. Mangakas with great paneling most probably have watched a lot of movies. So I think even Fujimoto has discussed about that. And like his one of his mangas was revolving around movies as well, like Goodbye Eri. So if you're not well versed in movies and you want to like improve your paneling, so watching movies with like great cinematography would really help. Okay, the one with dynamic shots as well. That's really, really good. Okay. Crying Freeman. Okay, I'm not familiar with Crying Freeman, so I might have to look that up. Okay, I'm seeing lots of like mangas that I'm not familiar with. Okay. Ooh, it's a movie? Or does it also have an anime? Oh, it also has an anime. Okay. The first one that came up when I searched Crying Freeman was like I think the live action. Gotchi, One Piece, Down the Dun. Oh my goodness. Those who are able to catch up with One Piece, you're amazing. I could never catch up to like that much episodes. Okay, and then we have Paprika, Tokyo Godfathers. Okay, we have like um those are good. Paprika and Tokyo Godfathers, really good like cinematography for like an anime. Okay, he's the goat. Okay, oh, somebody sent in their submissions too. Okay, let me say that. Oh yeah, look back. Look back destroyed me too. Like I know what was going to happen, but it still destroyed me nonetheless. Yeah, second page, okay. Erased. Okay, wait, I know that one. I keep forgetting things. Okay, this is like because I watched a lot before. Okay, okay, I know Erased now based on like the visuals. Holy cow, finished. Yeah, give yourselves a big pat on the back, everyone. You were able to finish something in like 30 to 40 minutes. Even some of you less in a less time. Okay, what I really like is also Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Oh, that's what kind of new, right? Maybe last year or last year from Netflix. Oh, Gacha Kuta is also good. Like really, really good. One of the new ones too. Okay. I hope everybody's finished by now. Okay, so I'll be going through the submissions. Okay, while you are. Okay. Yes, Nandif, I've been struggling because the pencil wasn't clear too. Had to add the text with paint. Oh, okay, 9, 10 done. Okay, so if you're done, you can just send it in. Okay, while I go through it with the others' works. Okay, let me just set up my Clip Studio Paint while you guys are doing that. Okay. To those who are done, please shake your hands, rest them. Okay. And also no pressure, everyone, because you've been drawing for 30 minutes. Okay, I can't imagine how painful it feels for your hands right now. Ooh, chat is still going. Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, a lot of people are still sending in their work. Okay. Ooh, okay, okay, good. This one. Ooh, wow. Okay. Who sent this in? Oh yeah, K-pop Demon Hunter is really good. Like for the recent animations that have been coming out, really stood out. Okay, I like the songs. The songs are a bop in K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, let me just pick. Okay, I'll be sharing my other screen, and then let's start with the critique. Okay, so for the first one, I actually picked May. So May, are you here? Okay, you can turn on your mic, or if you're shy, you can just type it in chat. Okay, I was wondering, like, how was your experience doing this two-page manga spread in like a time limit? Okay. Okay, are you typing in chat right?
Sorry,
Okay.
I just allowed people to unmute. If May is
Okay.
here, she can
Hi.
unmute now.
Hi, May.
Hi, speaking here.
Yes. Hi, welcome, welcome.
I thank you.
How was it like drawing your two-page manga storyboard in like a time limit of 30 minutes? How was it?
It was kind of actually fun. This is my first time joining this kind of live session drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And well, when I do my own storyboards or like you know my own manga, I have the time for myself. But this one, it's just 30 minutes, and I am not sure if I can deliver actually, because you know there's a lot of things going on how could I represent this scene better or something like that. But I'm glad I made it on time and even had 4 minutes before I think I submitted it.
Okay, okay, that's great. And then how were you like able to come up with like the um storyboards or like the thumbnails for your two-page?
Mhm. Uh, Actually, I have been studying manga or like learning how to draw manga for like a long time, 15 years maybe, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my fair share of experiences, and the thing that I know that I want to share to other people as well is just to lessen your panels.
Mm-hmm.
If you can draw the entire scene, I mean, if you can give a lot of information with just one scene, just do it. It doesn't have to be a little panel here showing that like she's cracking the egg, she's making breakfast or something like that. So if you can just minimize the panels and just give maximum information, you should definitely do that.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, like simplicity is the answer. Like keep it short and simple.
Yes.
Okay, even in mangas. Okay. So I'm glad that you mentioned that you have been studying manga panels because I did observe with your storyboard here, like, okay, she has like she took real care with the gutters here, so the readability is great. So that's what I can say. So for now, and then also like you did a good establishing shot on the first panel. You made like the bigger panel for this one. So that's great. And also like you did it in a different perspective, like the usual, like not the usual one that's just I the I what can I say? Wait, the normal view. Like you made like a further perspective for this establishing shot. So that's great. And also, like you made an open panel here, so that's also good. So aside from that, what I can say with your um drawing here or your manga is that okay. So I mentioned before like the speech bubbles are important and like the spacing. So for speech bubbles, usually we have it like this is a tip from like one of our mangakas as well. So before, so like DH, so for like guiding the spacing of your speech bubbles inside the
Mhm.
speech bubbles. Okay, so that you have to make sure that they have enough space here, and then also on top and the bottom. So
Yeah.
usually it's not really like a perfect block, but as much as possible, we keep it uh clean like that. So
Mhm.
that's what I've been saying. Like a lot of like students or like the ones drawing the manga forget this one, but like for this one, okay, this is really great. So
Ah,
I can see that you made it like almost like a perfect block for this one. It also has like enough space for on all sides. Okay, another one. So I can see that you made this in Clip Studio Paint, right? So it's in a
Yes.
two-page pad already. Okay. So if you are not aware of like the parts of a manga page, so this one, so if you, oh wait, let me draw in like this, the rectangle box. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like going to get printed in, of course, a manga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So beyond this red box, so everything's gonna get cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when these guidelines that we have, that the Clip Studio Paint provides for us, so we have to be careful of not drawing beyond those, beyond this box. Okay. So usually this is the safe area. So this
Yes.
one. Okay. Beyond that, you can still draw, but nothing too important. So no important speech bubbles or like no important dialogue or like no important drawings. So please keep that in mind. And then beyond this, okay, um beyond the bigger red box, that's gonna get cut off. Okay, so to those who are working in like Clip Studio Paint, so these guides are helping you to know to map out. Okay, basically where is the safe area that I can draw, basically. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, all right. And then what else? What else? Okay, for like the speech bubble, the for the first speech bubble, let's go back to that one. So because this one is something that I spotted, um, I just wanted to point out where you can draw safely. So for the first page, you did a great job over there, but like this one, the spatula would get cut off already. So that's also something you have to watch out for. Okay, and then for the speech bubbles, if this is um like the speech here is almost touching the edge of
Mm-hmm.
like our manga panel here. So that's called like a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
So if it like it touches, but you can like go over like what you did here. But what I can say to give it more space, you can like make the speech bubble a bit bigger. Okay, for this one. And
Okay.
then you can just move in your characters a bit more in the panel so that
Mm-hmm.
you have enough space for everything. Since you're like the thumbnails you made here is
Mm-hmm.
already good. So you can just move them in, then make a bigger speech bubble so that everything has enough space.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So so
Thank
far
you
so
very
good.
much.
Yeah, and then like I really love how expressive they are. And then you can like okay, this is like another tip. So you added like sweat
Mm-hmm.
here. So this is called manpu. So if you're not aware of manpu, so this
Hi.
is okay. Are you aware of manpu?
Yes, I'm kind of. I heard the word, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't really describe it or like.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
totally, totally. I get you. So, okay, so to the viewers, manpu is like symbols that like heighten the
Mhm.
expression that you
Yes.
are drawing. So, sweat stains or like when you're pissed off, something like that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's also called manpu or also like a dreary background. So, if you can say that, oh, they look disappointed, so you can also add those in. Okay, so that's called Monfu. So there's a lot more than what I can like give right now. So also like for
Mm-hmm.
shock. So those are called Monfu, everyone. So that's really useful when you're like drawing mangas as well. So since expression is really important. Okay, so May, do you have any questions for me?
Um. I think I got all the answer I was looking for. Actually, I really have a hard time. Whenever I try to draw manga, the speech bubbles. It's like it looks fine, but still, like sometimes there's this kind of weird. How do I describe it? It feels so cramped, but at the same time,
Mhm.
it's not. But since Coach Rafi made some comments about my speech bubbles, it really helped me a lot. And the other one is the this red rectangle on my second page, where it would be cut or something like that. I
Yeah.
I I got my answers.
Okay, okay.
Thank you
I'm
very
glad I
much.
was helpful. Okay, so for like speech bubbles, that's why we do storyboards so that they can like make adjustments. Okay, so nothing final. Okay, so no worries with making storyboards really rough as well, as long as you were able to map out everything. So great job, May.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, all right. Now for our next one. Okay, let me just put this in a folder. Okay. Now for our next one, I picked Num Num. Okay, but let me get a read on this first. Okay, so really interesting expressions over here. Especially on the last panel. Okay, really. Okay, hi Num Num. Okay, are you going to type in chat for today or are you going to turn on your mic?
No, hi.
Oh, hi, hi. Okay, so hi, Num Num. Welcome, welcome. So, I just wanted to ask, just like what I asked May, how was it drawing in like a time limit?
It was painful.
It was
Painful.
painful. Oh, wait, why? Was it like you were with your hand? Is it painful with your hand?
Yeah, it was like so pressure and tight time.
Okay. Like the time is like too too strict, was it?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
very happy when you add more time.
okay, okay. Oh, so you were able to do more. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay. So while you were doing your storyboards, I'm wondering what you were thinking of. What was your thought process for this one?
Um, I will type in chat.
You will type in chat? Okay. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, so while you are typing in chat, okay, let me open the chat window so I can see your answer. Okay, so if you're not comfy, that's okay. All right, all right. Okay, so for the first paneling, so really good. But what I can say is like, um, gutters are really important to like, uh, add or like to better the readability of your manga. So it's like a visual break when you are reading manga. So that's why we add gutters. So for gutters, this is from Rena Sensei, one of our mangakas here. So for gutters, so usually 5 mm for horizontal gutters.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, like
Yes.
I did.
And then for vertical gutters, we have 3 mm. So those are like the gutter, those like the minimum size of the gutters just to help with the readability of your manga. This is just tips from our pro mangakas, everyone. So please take this in. Okay, when you are creating your mangas as well. So here we have verticals. So usually verticals are a bit thinner, and that's okay. But horizontal
Yeah.
we have to have a wider one. So it doesn't have to be exact like 5 mm and 3 mm. You don't really have to measure. But like just the estimate would be good. Okay. All right. Now, for the first panel here, I love that you did it in like a non-eye level view. Okay. Um, like you set the scene quite nice. Okay, so they're in the kitchen and like I can see the dining area and then also like the second character, character B coming in. So that's great. Okay. And now we have in, okay, are you making breakfast? Make some for me too. Okay, so you fine, lazy eye. Okay, I love the extra dialogue that you added in. So it adds to the comedy of our manga here. So for your dialogue or speech bubbles, to clarify that, okay, let me just okay. So I know you added like connected speech bubbles here. So you can like it depends on you which one you would want to be more seen or like which one is your priority or the key dialogue for you. So depending on the key dialogue, so for example, the key dialogue is the one that is said next. Okay, so that I would make that bigger. Okay, and then just erase it in. But we have like speech bubble tool for Clip Studio, but if you are working in traditional, so you can just erase that and okay, doesn't have to be too perfect. And then of course, the H for like drawing speech bubbles. Okay, just to make sure that we have enough space. Okay. So speech bubbles are so underrated, I'm telling you guys. Okay. So also for this one, okay, I would like to have you clarify the tails too, because right now your tails are a bit smaller, so that we know who's speaking, which direction is the speech bubble going. Okay. And then like for here, you can use a different speech type of speech bubble since okay, I think they are exclaiming, so you have like an exclamation mark here. So you can like make a spiky speech bubble for this one. So it's like because they're shouting, so it can like express as well. Oh, it's like not the usual, like they're not speaking in the normal tone, so they're
Yeah.
speaking. Yeah, okay. And also it's okay if you're nervous. That's all right. We have the time
Um,
limit. So okay, okay.
no, but like I don't usually do
Mm-hmm.
this.
Okay, that's okay. Totally fine. Okay, another one is this paneling. So this one is called the slanted paneling. So that's called a nanamegoma. Okay. But like usually it is used for panels that have action in them. So it's not usually used in quieter moments. So that's the usual use of this kind of paneling. But since he is exclaiming, I think we can use it for here. But some people like use it for just for like a dynamic shot or like a dynamic paneling. So what I can say is it's usually used for more of an action scene, not quieter scenes that we usually do. Okay. And then like expressions,
Yes.
especially um here. So I know it's rough. So you can like he's like kind of pissed, right? Because he's saying fine, lazy eye. Is that correct? Is that correct, Num Num?
Oh, what? I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Here for this panel here. Is he like kind of pissed or something like that?
Kind of what?
Oh, pissed, or is he angry because he just said fine,
Oh,
lazy?
yes.
Yeah.
No, like eye roll.
Oh, eye roll. Okay, okay. So you can just like improve the expression for this one. So yeah, I can see that you are okay, wait. You can just put it in side, like to the side because it is quite hard to express eye rolling in drawing form. So and then also you can like add in sound effect like okay, so like okay, he just you just
Yeah.
yeah, you can add the sound effects as well. Okay, so that would be good. And then for the last panels here, so I think you did really good with the series of like panels here until we have the reward panel over here. So the reward panel, if you do not know, guys, is like the big panel after a series of smaller panels leading up to a big reaction, basically. So something like that.
Oh,
So yeah, so we can see here. So that they really nice expressions, by the way. And then also I love the chick. Really, really cute.
thanks.
Okay. So for this one, I know it has like separation for the paneling. So here I could probably forgive without gutters for this one since it kind of is like an open panel type of situation. So I could
Oh,
yeah, gutters, but it's okay if you don't have them here, since I think these two scenes are quite connected with each other. So that I think that would be good. And then for this panel, since you already showed the chick here, I don't think this panel is necessary anymore. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And
Yeah,
it might get cut.
it's your
It might get, yeah, cut.
sketch cut.
Cut.
Okay, okay.
Remove.
Ah, okay, so you removed it. Okay, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, great. So for the last panel, really good, really nice. What I am just worrying about is since you have this margins or guides, So this ball might get cut off. Okay, so be careful with that one. So make sure that you put it in the inside the safe
The safe
zone.
area.
Yeah, safe area. Okay, so you can do that one.
Um,
Okay,
the last panel, I didn't remove it.
you didn't this one. You didn't remove it.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So
can
what I
try
can say with that
to.
one, since you already presented it here, okay, I think this is already good. Okay, so
Uh,
yeah, so it will be kind of redundant since it is kind of similar, in like the high level kind of view, and then also the chick presenting itself. So I think this is a good enough presentation already. Okay. Do you
Thank
have any
you.
questions for me?
Um, I will tell you on Q&A.
Okay, okay,
I
got it,
don't.
got it. Okay, I hope you get your questions ready and okay, let me put this in a folder. Okay,
Thank
while
you.
you are okay, thank you so much, Num Num. Okay, while we are doing that, okay, I'm going to set up the next one. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think this one caught my eye earlier. Okay, so we have Christian. Okay, Christian, are you here?
Hi,
Hi, welcome, welcome to our workshop. How are
thank you,
you?
thank you.
Okay, let me ask you, how was it drawing your two-page manga in like 30 minutes or 40 minutes time?
Stressful. I thought
Stressful.
it was gonna be an hour, and then it was 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, okay. Have you attended our previous sessions before?
Say again?
Sorry, have you attended our previous workshops before?
No, but I watched the other ones that you guys have done.
Oh, okay, some replays. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, so I'm glad that you are here and then you were able to create something within those time limits. Okay, really, really nice. Okay, even though you were stressed. Okay, I think this is it caught my eye, so I am going to give you the critique. Okay, oh wait, let me just ask you with your process with paneling as well. So when you were doing the storyboards, what is your thought process for everything?
um, so I wanted to do an establishing shot first,
Mm-hmm.
and then wanted to make sure that the character, the characters are easy to read, and the
Mm-hmm.
faces, expressions can be read as well. That's the main thing.
Okay, okay. So that's good. So I can see that you did do an establishing shot in the first panels. So the kitchen. Okay, I think everybody you caught that one for like the Kisho Tenketsu. So everybody I think everybody did an establishing shot for the first panel. So very good, everyone. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I just saw the chat. I feel this challenge is a good test to showcase your personality in a short time. Yeah, true. Okay,
Yeah.
and you guys did a great job too. And a lot of you were able to send in your submission. So good job, everyone. Okay, so good for like establishing shots. Okay, what I do want to clarify is like the silhouette of your character here.
Hmm.
So I am not quite sure which way is facing. Like I'm not sure what this part is.
Uh, Ponytail.
Ah, ponytail. Okay, okay. So since this is rough, so I know you didn't have much time to do
Yeah,
yeah, do it carefully. So you might want to like clarify the silhouettes a bit more. So
yeah,
okay, this is like your style, right? Maybe
yeah.
like yeah, like maybe making it bigger and then
Hmm.
okay, so I see that it's kind of like chibi like your storyboards right now. So
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, really cute. And then
Thank
I
you.
like the yeah, and then like I like the view here. So like the other character is entering the scene. Okay, we are having a preface. Okay, we're gonna get
Yeah, yeah,
introduced to characters. Okay, good. So here, what I can say is like the paneling. Okay, I like that you have enough space here but don't forget to add in the lines. Okay, for the panel. It's okay. sometimes we're in a hurry. Okay. So, but I can see
Yeah.
the underdrawing, the red underdrawing. You did
Yeah.
do the paneling, so that's okay. I totally understand. Okay. And then here, so what I can say, so I want to ask, what was your decision with like making a zoom in face for your character here?
Um, I was trying my best to make it as like a gleeful, like, oh, that's nice kind of
Oh,
smile, but it
mhm.
was very hard to do. I
Okay,
couldn't do
okay.
it.
All right. So I totally understand. So I thought he was like acting smug, and honestly, okay. So yeah, we can do an
Mug
improvement station.
smile.
Yeah, smug smile. Okay, so maybe we can like do
Yeah.
improvement facial expression, or like maybe doing a
Yeah.
different like uh type of paneling for this one, since I do think like a zoom in is not calling for is
Hmm.
not called for this scene. So you can just add in like this scene, or like maybe like let me group this one. So like a different gesture, or like a different pose coming into the scene. So maybe like what can I say? So like, okay, so he came in, and then like maybe a shot of the girl, or like
Mm.
the girl cooking, and then he comes up from behind, like peeking through. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
I
like,
love that. That's so cool.
okay. So like peeking through, like, are you making breakfast? Okay. So something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. See. Okay. So I'm
A
more
10, a
like
10. I love it.
okay, a more dynamic thought for each one. Because I noticed with your panels, it's kind of like the normal, the eye level view for most of them. So
Yeah,
we do encourage like when you are doing paneling, so try to explore different perspectives as well, so that you're
absolutely.
yeah, to keep the interest with your panels, so it's not too flat. That's what I
Yeah.
can. Okay, so that's it for this one. Okay, and then also like for vertical panels, what I mentioned before, so a bit slim, or like a narrower um space for the gutters.
Hmm.
Okay, that
Hmm.
will be good. And then for speech bubbles that are connecting, so it can be like this. Okay, wait. So you can always add this one, like the thinner
Mm.
one, so not too big. Okay,
Yeah.
just shows that it's connecting. And then something like that would be good. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you position it, okay, that just make sure not to cover your character here.
Hmm.
Okay, but it's really interesting that you added a speech bubble like that here. So one thing that I do see here is the panel, the speech bubble here. So
Mm.
it's already touching. Okay, it's making a kissing tangent with our panel.
Mm.
Okay, so we usually don't do touching tangents, even with like the elements here. So tangents are usually like certain elements, or certain parts of your drawing touching the either another element that does not look natural. So something
Mm.
like that. So
Break the read. Yeah.
yeah, and then it makes also like your drawing a bit more flat. So that's why we usually avoid touching tangents. So instead of like touching tangents, sometimes we do like over the speech bubbles, over the paneling box. But for this one, since this one would be cut off already, so what
Mm.
I can say is just make sure that your speech bubbles and then your characters also have enough space, and not be touching the tangents of the panel boxes, or like
Yeah.
unnecessary character elements of your manga. So even here, the speech bubbles are touching his face. There's also a kissing tangent.
Mm.
So just enough space for everything. That's why we do storyboards to map out everything. So no worries about that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for this panel, I am curious, what is happening here?
Um, so she's going and picking up a knife to start cutting up or mincing some meat or something.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
And then like another zoom in for the face. What what do you want to communicate with that one?
Actually, the exact same thing with the other one.
Okay, okay. So I think what you can work on for now is like
Yeah,
enhancing or like watching more movies or like looking at cinematic pictures, observing different point POVs or like point of views so
yeah,
that you can have a range of paneling options when you're doing a storyboard. So that's
yeah.
what I can say. So that's what I do as well. So if I am stuck on something that, okay, I feel like I am doing the same panels over and over, I think I have to refresh my mind and then look at different references as well.
Hmm,
Okay,
hmm.
so this one I would like improve the poses and like different POV is something that I would do.
Mm.
Okay. And then for this one, I think this one is really nice. Okay. So the reaction, something splattering in his face. Okay. But I think the setup for the I guess
Chick.
the twist, yeah, the chick is
Mm.
not shown quite clear. Okay. So
Yeah.
I feel like for the second panel, for the second page, I guess, is that the would be the perfect um page to do the twist already. So
Mm.
I think there are a lot of scenes that can be omitted. So since we are working in a constraint of 2 pages, we do have to limit our panelings as well to tell the story as a whole. That's what I can say.
Yes.
Okay. So if you could like limit or like make sure that the impact or the twist and then the conclusion is set up well, okay,
Yes.
that would be good. All right. So if I
Also,
will,
sorry, real
yes.
quick, coach. I'm a bit confused about the order of the panels in the second page, right?
Mm.
So the reading, that's one, two. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
not
it
the name of the
this? He's
essay.
about to
Yes, I think.
crack, yeah, he's about to crack the egg here, and then there's a splat, which isn't the right direction.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the crack, the shot of him about to crack the egg should be switched between the splat shot. So this
Yeah,
should be
true.
on the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that, Candace. Okay. So
mhm.
yeah, like the reading direction as well. So we usually do it in an S curve. So if I am correct, is it something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like that.
Okay, okay. So it is quite a bit confusing. So you might want to clarify that as well. Okay. And then for me personally, so like this one, the conclusion would probably have the biggest panel for this page since
Yeah.
we can see the reaction for that one. So I would like reserve that for a bigger panel. So
Mm.
maybe removing some panels that you have here would help clarify the storytelling of your 2 page manga.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me so far,
Um,
Christian?
no, but thank you so much. Actually, where's a good place to find like Mambu references?
Number references for
I think I
The
can
ex
answer this, Coach
okay,
Rafi.
okay, go ahead.
We have a video specifically all about Mompu. I can send it in chat. But yeah.
Oh, please do, please do. Thank you.
Okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Candace. Okay. So I think that's it for our critiquing part for now. Okay. So watch out for our next next sessions as well. Okay. So for now, let's go back to our um for our slides. And I'm wondering, what are your takeaways for this session? Okay, so if you are watching us from the replay, write your answers in the comments. And then for those who are watching in YouTube, so please type in your answers. What are your takeaways for today's session? Okay, so those who are here in Zoom, please, okay, go ahead and type in your answers too. If you want to turn on your mic, you can do so as well. What are your important takeaways for today? have confidence in myself. True. True. So everybody who are here, great job because you were able to do it in 30 minutes or like 40 minutes. That's great. Okay, this is my first time. Okay. I learned about Manpu. Okay, yeah, true. So learning about Manpu was really life changing for me as well because I love drawing expressions. Okay, so simple is the best. Yes, especially when you have a page limit. So keep it simple as well as make sure to deliver the story at best. Okay, that's why. Okay, never give up on your dreams. That's also true. That's also true, like, especially if you're like currently not pursuing art right now and then you're taking a step towards it by attending this session or this workshop. That's also true. Okay, never give up on your dreams, everyone. You were nervous as hell, but you did a great job, nonetheless, Num Num. Okay, the word bubbles, they never tell you how to do that. Oh, okay, okay. So I'm glad that was helpful. Okay, this is my first time doing two-page manga. Okay, so I'm glad you were able to do a two-page manga today. So I believe it's a challenge, but you were able to conquer it. Believe in the process. Okay, good. All right. So now we can do your posting of takeaways as well in your socials. So please post your takeaways as well as your works, your amazing works, everyone, and include the hashtag LTDM two-page manga workshop and tag us so that your fellow artists can find you as well in your socials and you can follow each other, so widening your social reach for your social media accounts. So that would be good. So please, please post your works and your takeaways for today's workshop. Okay, maybe we can also like find you and then follow you as well with your social media accounts. So everyone, please do um post it and tag us. So maybe in Instagram. Okay, go please, everyone. Okay, I hope everybody can. Okay, is there a Facebook account for the channel? So, Candace, for
Yeah, I
the
can send it
Mhm.
in chat. You can
Okay. Okay, go ahead, everyone. So Candace will be sending it in our socials as well. So you can tag us. Okay, for your takeaways. Yeah, thank you so much as well. Okay, it was really fun. Oh wow, Tumblr. Oh, Tumblr has a good art community. So I can something I could say. Oh yes, someone raised their hand. Okay, you can turn on your mic if you want to speak.
How are you, Coach Rafi?
Oh, hi.
Rafi, did I say
Yes, yes,
that properly?
yes, yes, yes. You're correct.
Sorry to, I guess you said we could like turn on our mic. I just wanted to ask for like the next workshop. Is it like every Saturday? Because this was like my first time, so I just wanted to know like, is it every Saturday
Oh,
that?
yeah, so I can answer that. So
okay.
hi, I'll just call you D. Okay. I don't think I can
It's
pronounce the
fine.
first part.
It's a
All right.
difficult name
Yeah,
to
but
pronounce.
yes, we do have sessions like this every Saturday, but next week we're not having a workshop next week. We're gonna just be having a um basically a lesson, a breakdown of the manga making process next week, and the week after that is we're having another interview with one of our students. Next month is when we have another workshop next month. It's a Yonkoma workshop and a logline workshop. So a Yonkoma workshop, it's a bit different from a two-page manga. A Yonkoma workshop is literally just a four panel manga actually. So it's literally just making manga with four panels. And we have another workshop, a logline workshop, where we teach you how to make a manga pitch, and we also give feedback on your manga pitch or on your Yonkoma, whichever workshop you decide to join, right? And we will be announcing those events later this month. So you can watch out for that, D, if you want to sign up. So yeah,
Okay.
it's still gonna be the same time, Saturday at this time.
Okay, now I just wanted to know like if like there's like, because I love today's session. I actually learned quite a lot. I
Mm.
don't really like draw. I'm not used to like drawing manga, but because I just do like character sketches. But I just wanted to know where the next workshop would be. But thank you.
Thank you so much, Dee. All right.
Okay, everybody's sharing their socials in chat as well. So everyone, please go ahead and follow each other. Okay, that would be great. Okay, and I think that's it for. Oh, I hope everybody was able to share their takeaways. Okay, and now please take it away, Candice.
All right, thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you guys learned a lot from today's session. I'm also so glad to hear that Dee had a great time learning, right? And I hope you guys had a great time as well. I hope you enjoyed it. And now that you guys know how to make a two-page manga, now the question is, right? Are you ready to take action and finally bring your manga to life? Are you goal driven and ready to commit to making your manga dreams a reality? And are you a determined mangaka who wants to finally publish their first manga through self-publishing, joining manga contests, and pitching to publishers? If this is you, then just type yes in chat, right? If this, after going through this session with us, whether it's your first time or maybe your second time or third time joining our workshop, I mean, are you ready to go beyond this workshop and just keep making more progress beyond just this workshop? If that's you, then just type a yes in chat. I'm already seeing a couple of yeses in chat. So for you guys who answered yes, right, we invite you to apply to our online one-shot manga drawing program. And here's what some of our students had to say about our program, right? So after joining our program, after learning how to make manga from professionals in the industry, and after going through a guided step-by-step process of learning how to make manga from scratch, you don't need to have prior drawing experience in order to join the program. If you have zero experience making manga, then the program is for you, right? So if you're a total beginner, like a lot of our students who joined our program, I mean, look at Charisse. Charisse, when she joined us, she was a total beginner when she first joined us. She'd never made a manga before, and she'd only just been making fan art for the longest time. And because she loved manga so much, she decided, okay, why not try making manga? Right. And she did. And in just a span of 2 months, she's improved so much. This is one of her earlier mangas here on the left. And here are some of her more recent yonkomas that are massive improvements from her like early mangas, right? Even though these are just 4 panel yonkomas, um, there's more dynamism to the scenes. She's adding more backgrounds, she's adding different shots, and really improving her anatomy as well, from what I can tell. And we also have our student Takari, who really improved in such a short amount of time, right? Back when Takari joined the program last year, she'd already had experience making manga. She'd already joined manga contests before, but since joining the program, her manga has improved so much. I mean, you can see there's a massive difference from the one last year from her manga this year, right? And this is what she had to say. I looked over my previous SMA submission that I finished before joining this course and comparing pages with my recent manga. It's very clear that I learned a lot. And last year, I didn't know what screen tone is, how to do paneling, didn't know much about perspective and anatomy, and I struggled literally with everything. It was a pain. And this time, I already knew what I needed to do. I had a refined process, and it was much easier, especially with the help of coaches. And we also have another student, Eduardo, who has also made so much progress in just 5 months. So Eduardo, before joining us, had already had experience joining manga contests. And after getting feedback from one of the contests that he joined, he decided that, okay, I need to level up my storytelling. So he joined us, and he really joined us just to level up his visual storytelling skills and to perhaps polish his manga and his storytelling skills even more with the help of our mangaka mentors, right? And this is what he had to say. I reached a new level of detail and characterization, learned more about backgrounds and how to be more creative about doing things against a deadline. And mentors always give way better feedback to my works than I would, and they genuinely want us to do a good job. All right. So those are our students. And if you want to make your time making manga even more meaningful and more productive than our online one-shot manga drawing program is for you, because we're on a mission to help you publish your first manga with pro mangakas acting as your editors. All right. So, you guys. Oh, sorry, real quick. My cat. Sorry about that. My cat just was right past me and it startled me a bit. So, going back, all right? So, if you want to join the program, you guys, you will have amazing mentors guiding you. So, we have pro mangakas like, oh, oh, there you go. So we have pro mangakas like Naoyazawa and Rena Saya who are gonna be mentoring you throughout the whole process while you're in the program. And they both have had so much experience in the industry, 50 years worth of experience in the industry even. I mean, they've gotten published, they've won contests, and they're currently teaching at manga schools in Tokyo. So you'll be in safe hands. And we also have mentors like pro webtoon artist Steph Pastrano, who started out as a fan artist and is now the lead artist on his own webtoon. And we also have pro mentor Vivi, who is a pro manga editor with over 10 years of experience in the industry. And she's worked with publishers like Coamix and Kadokawa. And she's also worked with the editorial teams for titles like Record of Ragnarok and Unsung Cinderella, right? And after joining the program, you won't get to just learn from these amazing professionals. You'll also get a chance to go to Japan. And this is just a chance, this is just an opportunity for the most committed and high-performing students in our program. So you get to fly to Japan on an all-expense paid trip and attend Comitia, a top indie manga convention in Tokyo, where you'll get to pitch your manga directly to Japanese publishers and editors. And also, you could also get the chance to publish your manga in our official Learn to Draw manga anthology. We're putting together an anthology of our students' works and publishing it by the end of the year. So you still have time if you want to join the anthology. You still have time to apply to the program and join the rest of our students, right? So this program is for you if you're committed to making your own published manga and you have a unique story you want to share with the world and you're done figuring out everything just by yourself, learning by yourself, and you're ready to learn from pro mangaka mentors, and you want to connect with fellow mangakas who seek consistency and empowerment. So, if this sounds like you, then you're invited to apply and join our online one-shot manga drawing program. Enrollment is open, and we only accept applicants who are 18 years old and above. And again, just like our students, you'll learn everything from manga drawing basics to crafting a full one-shot manga from start to finish. So this is your chance, you guys, to book a free manga consultation call with us today. I mean, it's been so much fun seeing how much our students have really progressed in such a short amount of time. Some do take longer, but even so, they make progress all the same. So if you're the type of person who wants to make progress and wants a proven path to success, right? Then come apply to the program. All right. So I'll give you guys time to consider applying. But in the meantime, I am going to be opening the floor to any questions that you might have for our mentor, sorry, our coach, Coach Rafi, or any questions for me about the program. Let us know. You can type them in chat. All right. All right, we have a couple of questions. Oh, wait, we have one question from Zoom. How long will the program last and how much will it be to apply? So the program is self-paced. So the program will last depending on your availability and also how often you'll be able to how often you'll be able how much time you'll be able to commit to the program depends on you. But yeah, it's self-paced. All right. Any other questions? As for the price for the program, we discussed that during the manga consultation call because we want to get to know you more before we even talk about finances. And we also want to get to know your situation to see if we can adjust as necessary. All right. Any other questions, you guys? And no, there is no certificate. No, you don't get to you don't get a certificate after attending this session, unfortunately, Francis. I'm sorry. Abasito, what are the criteria for being selected in the program? I just discussed it. You have to be at least 18 years old. And also if you want to learn more about the criteria for joining the program, you can always like check out our website for to learn more. Is this the regular time for this workshop each week? Yes, Hibana Arts. We're always live every Saturday at 7 p.m. CDT. All right. We will entertain one more question. All right. How to keep my characters consistent every time I draw them and how to screen tone digitally, like what's the best size of the dots? Coach Rafi, I think this is a good question for you.
Okay, so for character consistency, what I can say is, if you're familiar with character sheets, so every artist that is working on a manga should always have the character sheets so that you know, okay, how will you draw them in any turnarounds that you'll have to be drawing them in your manga. So a character sheet would be great once you're starting. And then also, of course, learning how to draw characters in different perspectives as well would be good. And then for screen tones, digitally, there's a lot of like screen tone assets if you're working in Clip Studio Paint. So there's assets for that one. And then you can adjust it depending on like how big the panels you're working on. So there's no really specific size. You'll just have to adjust on the canvas that you are working on. So I cannot really say a specific size for that one. But for screen tones, yeah, there's lots of different screen tones. You just have to pick the ones that would probably fit for the situation or the panel that you are working on. So that is something that I can say for those. Yeah, so for that's it.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach Rafi. Any last words for our audience today, Coach Rafi?
Oh, okay. Last word. So what I can say is like, as a person who has like, um, uh, pursued something else instead of art, it's never too late. So no matter your age, you can still pursue it, uh, as long as you're passionate about it. So there's always time, as long as you make time. So everyone, who wants to pursue art, go ahead. You have a lot of time, and then just have fun.
Okay, awesome words to end on, you guys. And that said, if you really want to make serious progress towards like making manga and you want help, professional help, then don't be afraid to apply to the program. And when you apply, it's for free. It's free to apply. It's free to book a call with us. And the purpose of the call is really just to get to know you as an artist, right? And see if we could help you specifically. So please don't be afraid to try, right? If you're a person who's afraid of taking action because you're unsure of, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be good at this. Oh, I'm not sure if this is worth it. then I think what I want to leave you with is it something that you love? Is making manga something that you love or you feel like you could potentially love and want to do for a long time? Then if so, then take a chance and try the program, right? So, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Please watch out for our next workshop. In the next couple of weeks, we will be announcing them soon enough on the channel. So if you want to stay updated, please subscribe and turn on notifications for the channel. And again, thank you so much, Coach Rafi, for being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you at our next live stream. All right. Have a great day, everyone.